Hey there guys, this is Jessica Colombian bringing you a little video about the actual new map that they're gonna release today, and it's Stonekeep. I'm playing against bots since finding people to play in like a custom game was a pain in the ass. I was asking all my friends, but you know, the time zones and all that, it's really hard. But I actually got to play some games with bots. So yeah, here it is. The first video that I published wasn't like, it was just gameplay of, passive strolls around with Drogo, since I thought that it was the best champion. I could go really far away in the distance to show you like this panoramic view of the map. And I thought about that. I said, hey, I should do that, not talk a lot, not even talk, since I'm showing the map. I'm not like making a guide or something like that. But I thought of making this kind of gameplay just to tell you my opinions about the map, my actual thoughts about if it could be better or if it's perfect the way it is, and also to show you where are some like kind of sweet spots to actually go around the corners, flank, and yeah, you know, like positioning, like main positioning little areas that really come handy when it comes to combat. But first of all, let's talk about like the general stuff about the map. And aside from the fact that it's a really beautiful map, it's the only thing that I found it that just made me want more was the fact that it's a really small map. I thought it would be bigger, but no, it's kind of symmetric from both sides, the spawn point, and there are two ways to flank, from right or left. But that's the thing, it's really small. If you see the other video when I altered with Drogos and showed the panoramic view of it, it looked like it was really deep, but it's not deep at all. It's just a long, really nice map. It doesn't like make it a bad map, but it could have been better. But well, I understand it, since the development team had to come with something for us for the patch 41, and coming up with maps, it's really great. But yeah, I mean, the main thing about it is the fact that it's a really small map, and that throws me off a little bit, since I wanted to explore way more, coming to like actual flanking stuff, having these different routes, and not having the same route that people will just know where are you going to come from. But it's not that bad. I think that the detail and this fantasy feel it has just compensates everything. I mean, it might be small, but the work, the actual like art style and inside this map that was put together, it's amazing. I love it. The particle effects you can see in the trees, that the leaves fall down. You can see the actual shading from the sun, like this kind of sunset. It's amazing. I really love it. But I wanted to address something in like this map that I thought was really important, and I think it's always really important for a flank player. It's the fact of the routes you can take for flanking. So there are different kind of routes. If I'm not wrong, there are three that I like discovered or actually made. There are 3 routes. And that's the thing, I mean, it's really predictable where are you going to come from if you're a flanker. I mean, Sky might be invisible, but if you get close to her or block her path, she will be revealed. And this is the kind of thing that I say, man, it could have been better. The fact that if you play flank, yeah, you have 3 main routes to actually flank, but being in a really small map doesn't give you really like a lot of options to have a surprise attack, an ambush, or things like that. The champions that I think that they will have a really fucking great time in this map are Androxus, Drogos, and Eevee. Why? Well, you see, they have this ability, their movement abilities allows them to have vertical movement, and the actual like airspace, let's call it like that, like the vertical space inside this map is really big. And also the capture point is in a really big ass open area. So Androxus, like dropping an ult, will be really easy for him, and he will be able to like get a lot of damage in the capture point. Drogos, he will be able to get a lot of splash damage inside that also that point. And Eevee, she will be able to like escape or flank really easily, since she can fly away with her F ability, and the actual space inside this map is really fucking big, so they have that advantage of having this vertical movement. So yeah, I mean, I think that they might be they might have this advantage inside this map. Another champion that I think that will have a really great time playing in this map is Knessa, since it's really open. I mean, there's a lot of like little obstacles, just some trees and all that around the capture point, so you have a clear view to actually hit your enemies and charge up your gun. Other thing is the fact that you can like shoot from really far away, since there's like this little sweet spot that I found really near your main like spawn point, and you can place yourself there, and you will be able to just snipe and continuously snipe, and there's only 2 routes that you can get like flanked from, and even one, you know. So that's the thing that I think, hey, maybe Knessa might have a really good time, since, well, she will be able to shoot from far away and be away from her enemies, and the other thing, there's not like really too much routes that she can get flanked from. Bug wise and glitch wise, well, there are now invisible fucking walls out of nowhere, like in Frostbite Cavern, with a fucking wall that shouldn't, like an invisible wall that you always get stuck on. And yeah, I mean, there's not much such thing like that. Well, there are some invisible walls, but they're like on the rooftops from all the houses. But yeah, I mean, they're not logical, they're really stupid. I think that there shouldn't be like actual restrictions to how is it called, like step on a roof to place yourself above or like on a roof. But yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that I saw that was really kind of the fact that you can't place yourself on a roof. That's really shitty for Knessa actually. But yeah, I mean, like bug issues and things like that, I didn't found them. It's really, I mean, it's really funny the fact that a new map doesn't have like shit on problems, but Frostbite Cavern has a really frustrating fucking like wall, invisible wall. If you pass through it, sometimes you get stuck, sometimes not. It might get you killed, or it might just like not allow you to chase an enemy. So it's really curious the fact that a fucking official release map has bug issues, and this thing that I just played on the PTS doesn't have like any problems. I haven't played on Undercity, District, and all these new maps, the 3 new maps. But I have to tell you, they're not finished. They don't have actual textures. They don't have like actual things. They are just mainly polygons and polygons and polygons. If you play on them, you might get the idea and all that, but there's no actual like texture rendering. So yeah, I mean, it's really hard to tell how the map will look like. There's 3 new maps, but well, keeping on with Stonekeep. Some other things that made me like really interested in the map was the fact that you can find these patterns of different symbols about like tribes, I think, about factions, I don't know, but you can find this kind of symbols and all this on walls or things like that. So that's the thing that's really weird. I mean, we don't have a lore that actually like tells us what the symbol is about, or we don't even know if it's just something that the creators just say, let's draw this. But yeah, I mean, there might be, I don't know, an actual lore behind this map, since there's a lot of faction symbol thingies. And who knows, maybe it's actually something related to a lore. The same thing happens with the crystal. If you look at the Paladins like logo, there's a crystal, and if you look at every single character, there's sometimes maybe a crystal and their weapon on, or well, inside the character, like on the character. So I have this kind of like theory that the game will, like the lore of the game will have this thing with the crystals and power, who the fuck knows. But yeah, like this kind of war faction, I don't know, it's like a theory about it. But yeah, you can see this kind of patterns a lot in this map, and they're really clear. What I'm really hoping for is the fact that they do the same thing that they did with this like mill. I don't remember the name of the map, but like if you play Siege, they will make you play on the daytime inside this map, but if you play at Payload, you will have to play at the nighttime of this map. And having a nighttime map for Stonekeep would be fucking amazing. Having like this new effects and particles, like little light bugs around and shit like that, random little colors like blinking around the map, and at nighttime inside this fucking castle, like with all these flowers and fantasy shit. Oh god, it will be amazing. If they actually release a nighttime map for this thing, it will be great. It will be amazing. I will really fucking love it. But well guys, that's all about this map that I could play off. I have to tell you, I won't be able to make videos about Undercity and District and all these maps that are coming into the next patch, since, well, I have told you I don't record in my home. I'm right now at my home. I just came back from my sister's, that's why I'm uploading this. And yeah, I mean, I don't think that I will be able to publish something about these 3 new maps, since, well, I would have to borrow again my sister's PC, and I don't think it would be a great idea since I have been a long time in there. So yeah, I would wait for it. Maybe I do a review on the next maps that come into the game. But well guys, that's about all the things that I can notice and wanted to talk about this map that I haven't talked about. So yeah, I think that it's about it. If you like noticed something else, you can leave your comment below. Remember to like and subscribe. This is just a Colombian, and I hope that you have an amazing time.